Sup, nerds? Time to go back to the dawn of humanity in Tribes. Dawn of Humanity. So this game is basically action selection, rondel actions going on. You're going to be building up your tribe. You start out with an area that consists of 3 land tiles, and you're going to keep expanding your tribe because you only start out with 1 meeple. You also start out with 5 shells, which is kind of the currency of the game that you can use to purchase better actions. The first action in the lineup is the one you can take for free. All you do is you select that action and move it to the end of the row, and you get to take that action. If you want to skip it, you spend a shell, and you take the next action. If you want to skip that one as well, spend another shell. Spend to your heart's content until you find the action you want to take. There are 3 basic actions that are repeated twice, and on 3 of those tiles there's actually an extra action, which is the achievement action. So there's the explore action, which is the eye icon. It allows you to draw tiles from the bag equal to whatever your explore skill is at the time, and you add those tiles to your region. The one that looks like a little baby is procreate. You will get more meeples equal to your procreate level on the track and add them to your tiles. Movement, you'll move equal to whatever your current movement is. That's how you spread your guys around your board and get to different areas to help you do the last action, which is achievement. Whenever you do the achievement, you're basically claiming that you have the necessary requirements to complete these different achievements. To achieve them, you just have to have a guy on the specific tile that's required. So for cooking, you need to have a guy on a wheat. I have a guy on a wheat. On my turn, I can take the achievement action, move it to the end, and I can put one of my achievement cubes on the first spot and claim 2 victory points. Anytime you put one of your cubes on a tile, you're going to increase the stat, get those victory points, and possibly put out the event tile. Some of the spots on the different tiles are highlighted in yellow and have a little event icon above them. Whenever you put a cube in them, you'll draw an event tile from the stack and put it at the end of the actions. And as people take actions, it'll slowly slide up to the front. Eventually somebody will have to take that action because they won't be able to afford to skip it, or maybe they'll just choose it because it's not going to harm them. Some of the things aren't really bad. Some of them are beneficial to players who are strong. After a tile's been claimed, you're going to flip over the next one and it'll bring you into the next age. So we all start at the very bottom is the Paleolithic period, and then there's the Neolithic age, and then the Bronze Age are the very top actions. Those achievements are more intense as you go up. Like at the bottom, they only require that you be on 1 land tile of the certain kind. Once you go up to the next one, it requires 2. The top, the Bronze Age, it requires 3 of them. If you have at least one of them, you can actually burn your other tiles as wild, but you have to flip them over and now they're worthless tiles. So you definitely want to do that sparingly because you could use them for the other achievements. And whoever has the most face-up tiles at the end of the game will get 2 victory points. So that's a minor reason you don't want to burn them. This game is very straightforward. Once you understand the rondel actions, like being able to take the first one for free or pay for the next ones, it's pretty simple. When I played it with my game group, everybody caught on real quick, and they're not huge gamers. You're trying to get more land, you're trying to get more people, and then get those people moved to the right spaces so that you can pull off these achievements. Because that's really what you're essentially trying to do. Is you want to do these achievements before anybody else, because the first person to do them is going to get the most victory points. Whoever has the most victory points wins the game, so it's definitely best to achieve those before anyone else. And a lot of the strategy does come in what you burn, if you're going to burn tiles, or how quickly you move up the different ranks, because once you've put a cube on a tile, you can't claim that one again, so you have to try and diversify and do the other ones along the bottom, or once you start to get enough tiles, you can do the second row if they've already been flipped, but you need to do the ones below them before you can do the ones above them. Everybody starts with an arrow that you can put diagonally to let you skip the prerequisite of having the tile below it already filled in. So if you don't have a certain tile, you can kind of skip that one. I think a big part of the game comes in with the event tiles. As we're starting to claim the achievements, these event tiles keep popping in, and they really give you something to kind of aim for. Some of them just can affect everyone. There's one that lets everyone move equal to their strength. There's some that just give you victory points if you're the strongest. So even if you're all tied for the least strongest, why not do it? You're going to get victory points for taking it because you're all equally as strong, so therefore you are the strongest. This game is really quick, 45 minutes. I could say it's about an hour for your first game. Once everybody understands it, you could definitely knock this game out pretty quick. You're just taking your actions, building up your massive territory, getting a bunch of people. It's a lot of fun. The quality of the game is great. I like the little caveman meeples. The tiles are really nice. It's cool that it's all shuffled up, and it's going to be a slightly different game every time. There's actually one achievement from each age that isn't used, so you're not always going to have the same things available. I'll have a link in the description box down below if you're interested in grabbing yourself a copy. Either way, subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored.